So the news on the atrocious and corrupt Trudeau government just keeps flying in. I can't make the videos fast enough. And here's one that might slip under the radar a little bit, but I found this on thecountersignal.com. And it says, Liberals paid WEF, the World Economic Forum, for a report justifying climate change policies. Liberals caught paying the WEF to produce a report with a predetermined narrative. So just to refresh your memory, the World Economic Forum are the guys who want you to eat the bugs. They also don't want you to have a car. In fact, they don't want you to have anything. They made a whole video about it. You'll own nothing and you'll be happy. Yeah, the only reason this guy's smiling is because they didn't tell him about their plan yet. So what's going on here? In August 2019, the Environment and Climate Change Department's then Minister, Catherine McKenna, gave almost $500,000 of taxpayer dollars to the WEF to produce the report, as revealed in response to an order paper question sent by Conservative MP Leslyn Lewis. Specifically, the documents reveal that the ECCC gave money to enable the WEF to produce and disseminate a report that will establish the business and economic case for safeguarding nature. Oh, well, that's very nice, safeguarding nature. They probably didn't send anybody to a lithium mine to investigate there. But don't tell that to Trudeau. He might freeze your bank account. So unsurprisingly, in the report that was provided 6 months later, the WEF sourced papers favoring a carbon tax. Well, at least the Canadian government, gave $500,000 to somebody, unbiased and without an agenda. Except, well, here's an article on the World Economic Forum website from October 2017. How carbon pricing accelerates innovation. Yeah, so the Canadian government gave $500,000 to an organization that wants carbon taxes to write a report that's in support of carbon taxes. And let's not forget, the Deputy Prime Minister and Finance Minister for Canada, Chrystia Freeland, she's actually on the Board of Trustees for who? The World Economic Forum. Oh, and there was this.
But what we are very proud of now, the young generation, like Prime Minister Trudeau, President of Argentina and so on, that we penetrate the cabinets. So yesterday I was at a reception for Prime Minister Trudeau, and I know that half of this cabinet, or even more half of this cabinet, are for our actually young global leaders of the World Economic Forum.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there might be any conflict of interest there at all, does there? Yeah, it kind of seems like the Trudeau government and the WEF are in each other's pockets and pretty much agree on everything, and they all seem to be hanging out together. In fact, according to Klaus, he's literally penetrated them.
So we penetrate the cabinets.
Despite being published only in June 2020, just months after the coup, the WEF also urged governments to, quote, use their fiscal recovery programs to reset the economy on more resilient, equitable, and sustainable terms. You know what that means? That means socialism for thee, not for me. Because the people up high who are pushing you to eat the bugs and to not have a car and to own nothing and be happy, well, they're not going to eat bugs. They're definitely going to have a car, and they're going to own a ton of shit. Because that's just how socialism works. So anyway, it says just months later, in December 2020, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced a significant hike in his government's carbon tax scheme, one that would raise the tax on fuels to $170 a ton by 2030. So Trudeau already wanted a carbon tax. He knows that the World Economic Forum wants carbon taxes. He pays them money to put out a report that recommends carbon taxes. He then uses that to justify carbon taxes in Canada. And I'll tell you what, that sounds like just the kind of thing Trudeau would do, doesn't it? Because he's a liar, right? He's a unrepentant liar. In fact, he seems incapable of opening his mouth and not lying. But that's just one man's opinion from having watched Trudeau lie constantly year after year. Oh, and this is fun. This is more fun from Trudeau and his WEF buddies. Last year, it was revealed that the Trudeau Liberals have a $105 million contract to develop a known traveler digital ID. And can you guess who? Can you guess who's involved? The WEF is a project partner, of course. You know, Klaus probably told Trudeau to do the online censorship thing too. And yeah, it seems like every bad idea stems from the World Economic Forum, doesn't it? You know, and while Trudeau may not mind being penetrated by Klaus, the rest of us desperately want to avoid being penetrated by Trudeau. And you know, that's exactly his intention. Anyway, please subscribe, like, and share. Sharing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.